Bueno chicos, ¿qué tal? Estoy teniendo problemas, la verdad. Antes se ha cortado Antes se ha cortado la transmisión cuando íbamos ganando y estaba las cosas bien. Ahora no me ha dejado iniciar por error 403. Me ponía, no sé, algo muy raro. No sé si es de los permisos o que este juego no lo puedo streamear aquí en España o no sé, la verdad. La verdad es que no tengo ni idea. Pero bueno, esperemos que se dé todo bien y podamos jugar, la verdad. O sea, de repente sí me ha dejado ahora. Así que bueno, vamos a ver. Venimos de un 2-0, venimos de ganar pues un partido muy importante, 6-0. Y ahora es el último de la serie antes de una serie complicada contra Detroit. Vamos a intentar jugarla entera, la serie de Detroit. Vamos a ver. Ese es el objetivo, jugar este que queda con Milwaukee y jugar la serie entera de Detroit. Vamos a ver si no es mucho tiempo. Seguramente sí. Venga, inicia Sam Manaea, el pitcher. Y como vemos, pues Francisco Lindor va a ser el primero. Venga, vamos a ver qué tal. Y que no se corte la transmisión, por Dios. Por favor.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shaw.
Vamos eso a intentar acabar esta serie. Y empezar la de Detroit también, acabarla. Detroit va a ser muy difícil, Parece ser uno de los mejores equipos del juego. Así que, venga.
They're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now.
Venga, Sean Manaea, a ver qué tal.
Sean Manaea, how about a scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Christian
Bien.
in the box now, no balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Perfecto. Venga, empezamos bien. Buen pitcher.
Now the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. Swinging a grounder foul, first base side. And right back to the mound.
Bien, Manaea, enorme.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. There's a strike.
Bien.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Perfecto.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ay, qué pena.
This to third.
Oh.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the
Vamos. Bien. Tras ese error, bien.
Set down in order. No score as we head to the bottom of the first.
Perfecto.
Back here in Queens. And pitching in this game, Jake Junis. What's the
Venga,
word on
Francisco.
him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why.
Vamos. Vamos. Espectacular, Francisco. Lindor, enorme,
And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Vamos. Bien, bien, bien.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at bat. You watch him from the on deck circle.
Enorme Francisco, ¿eh? Vaya patapum.
The trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Jeff McNeil stands in. 4 for 8 in the series so far.
Ah, era bola esa. Se la hemos regalado, tío. Bota, perfecto. Venga, bien, primera.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. Guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Esa era bola, tío. Esa era bola.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
¿Sí? Bueno, increíble, tío. Juan Soto. 2 carreras, ¿eh? Sale la manzanita ahí. Ah, locura, tío, Juan Soto, ¿eh? Bueno, vaya primer in, ¿eh? Espectacular.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. And to mistake, that's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Pete Alonso at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but
Ay, qué pena.
out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Righty delivers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll
Venga.
for a base hit.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Bueno, venga, por lo menos una base.
Here's Starling Marte.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
That one to first, and that's just foul.
Esa era buena, ¿eh?
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball.
Sí, que no tengo prisa, no sé por qué. Fuerzo el bate, macho. Nada, muy alto.
Weimer has this one sized up. And there's 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Otra arriba bola, tío. Estoy a tirar con mucho efecto, ¿eh?
But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3.
Venga, perfecto.
Second inning set to go. Willie Adames stands in. Manaya back to work. Wouldn't chase that time.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give
in the air right side. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Really good.
Ay, Dios.
He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Rhys Hoskins stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, base hit and a run in to score.
Well done, drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Just missed. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you get a little extra to the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
High fly ball out towards left field. Nimmo going back. And he brings it in on the warning track. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And a pitch. And it's even up. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping
Venga, Bueno, venga, nos han metido esa carrera, no pasa nada. Seguimos.
They pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball.
No pasa nada por esa carrera, no pasa nada, venga.
We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a pitch. Strike one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be.
Ahora atentos a las bolas que nos intentará engañar, ¿eh? ¿Ves? Esa es la bola y he caído, tío. Es que sí, idiota.
Slider got him for strike three. And here is Brett Beatty. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. One out, base is empty. Outside.
Habría hecho más bolas que strikes si no hubiera sido idiota.
Now fly ball to right center. Mitchell gets under it, drops into the glove. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Two out, space is empty. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that is that.
Bueno.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. That one off the mark, 1-0. Terang in his second season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2018. And a strike on the outside edge.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Nada.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses.
Se va a hacer swing, chico.
It's 3-2.
Recognize that.
Ay, venga.
Just spit on it.
The pitch.
Vamos.
And it's a strikeout. And one away.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in.
Cuidado,
I think That pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it out. But
Perfecto.
instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Yelich batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Foul ball there.
Venga, va. Importante eliminarlo, ¿eh? Vamos. No soy el mejor del equipo, pero yo me lo imagino. Ya soy MVP. Buena. Vamos.
The Brewers down by a pair here in the third and final game of the series.
Uf.
Foul ball still 0-2. That's the third.
Perfecto.
And it's a 1-2-3.
Venga, bien.
Back here at Citi Field. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman.
And the pitch. To the right side.
Ay, no se la ha comido. Lástima.
Fires over to Hoskins. And a quick out number one.
Venga, bien.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
¡Vamos! Es que es una máquina, tío. Qué locura, ¿eh? Qué locura, tío. Segundo en el partido, ¿eh?
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure.
Qué locura, tío. Juan Soto, ¿eh?
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw
Boom.
exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Oh. Perfecto.
So one out, nobody on. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't
Bola.
find the zone. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third.
Buen bateo.
He was all over that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result.
Run around the move.
Buenísima.
Liner, base hit.
Venga, tercera. Tercera. Vamos, salvada. ¡Uf! Buenísima. Buenísima. Venga, Marte. Necesito que la mandes a Marte. Chiste fácil. Ah. Venga, que por lo menos patees, tío. Y podemos hacer una carrera, venga. Ah. Venga, tío.
Two on, one out. On the ground to third. Monasterio to second. On to Hoskins.
Pero bueno, hemos hecho carrera, ¿no? ¿O no? No. Qué pena, tío.
It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Qué pena, lo teníamos en tercera, macho. Qué pena.
Back here in Queens, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. First offering, and it just misses.
Bien.
Ball drops in for a strike. Up the middle,
No.
into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Adames swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Contreras
Menos mal.
here at first with nobody out.
Menos mal.
Got him looking.
Menos mal.
Gone here. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Nimmo makes the play.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle.
Salvamos esa base importante.
Instead of a fly out to left.
Weimer stands in
Por
here.
dar un jonrón no cuesta doble.
Ground ball up the middle. They take the
Perfecto. Buenísima defensa. Ay, lástima que en la anterior no hemos hecho carrera, Bueno, ya vamos a llegar al quinto. Vamos a empezar a que calienten. Y Adrian Hauser, venga, calentar.
Chris Singleton with you, and leading off the bottom of the fourth, Francisco Alvarez. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball.
No, tío.
Hit in the air, center
Nada, muy alto.
Mitchell under this one.
Cerca, pero no.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Venga, venga, está bien.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Lástima, tío.
2 gone. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one ripped.
Vamos. Segunda, Vamos. Bien, Brett, bien. Enorme. Venga, Francisco.
Nice liner into the gap right there.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And a ground ball to first. And he picks it up in foul territory.
Venga, dale un buen cacharro ahí.
The pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Out at third.
Y me elimina, tío. Ay, qué pena. Que nos han robado la base.
Now it's the DH, Jackson Chorio. The wide to kick the pitch. In the air,
Taylor, sin problemas. Perfecto.
The grab, 1 down. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. That one
Buena.
finds the zone. Strike 1.
Bien, hace el swing, perfecto.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Bien. Venga, acabamos el trabajo. Ah. Está peinando, Uf. La está peinando y no me gusta, ¿eh?
1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Venga,
again.
hombre.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Joder, tronco. Ya verás. Yo. Vamos, hombre. Joder. Lo que ha costado.
Back here at Citi Field, and now it's Frankie Lindor. The line of the pitch.
En ese momento de coger buena ventaja, ¿eh?
Towards right center field. Mitchell gets under it.
Nada.
Hauls it in for the out.
Bien, hemos bateado bien, pero estaba ahí muy bien el jardinero colocado, ¿eh?
And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil.
Vamos, Jeff.
Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ground ball right side.
Esa era bola. La hemos regalado, pero bueno.
Throws to first in time.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it.
Nuestro hombre, nuestra estrella.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off.
Good wood on that changeup. Barreled it up. Just couldn't keep it between the lines.
They say he went.
0-2.
No, tío, me ha engañado. Bueno, no pasa nada. Hemos perdido una oportunidad importante, con nuestros bateadores, mejores bateadores. Una oportunidad guapa, pero bueno, a seguir pichando bien, venga. Hemos perdido una buena oportunidad, ¿eh? Venga, manea, que este va a ser tu último in, yo creo. Depende, sí. Venga, pero el catcher que salga, ¿no? Bueno, no llega. Soto.
Yelich out on the play. 1 away. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Monasterio. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Slice the other way and foul.
Well, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here.
Creo que ya está un poquito cansado, ¿eh?
But you know, at the very least, if you could find a way.
Alonso. Safe at first as they can't make the
Me he
play.
equivocado. Creo que ya está un poquito cansado, ¿eh?
Now here is Willie Adames. Ball 1 there. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Nope, inside.
And misses inside. On the ground, 2 ball. Got him on the off-balance throw. And they get Adames for the out.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right. Anytime you help move 2 runners into score.
Sí, vamos a cambiar porque se nota que está cansado,
The skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Sean Manaea, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen. Taking over on the mound
Venga.
for the Mets, Brooks
Brooks.
Raley. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Oda a los zurdos, ¿eh? Venga.
Fought off foul.
Hay que salvar importante, ¿eh? Es muy importante que salvar
2
esta...
on, 2 outs.
Esto que tenemos aquí, ¿eh? Perfecto, venga. Todo o nada aquí. Todo o nada. Venga, Brooks, por favor, ¿eh?
2 outs.
¡Vamos! Arme, coño. Bien. Uf. Hemos salvado aquí las papas bien, ¿eh? Bien, Brooks.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor McGill.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Alonso now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hobie Milner, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Peguero.
0-2.
Warming up as well. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Que 101 la pega fuerte.
To send him packing to start the inning and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Nimmo, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Missed inside with the curve.
Bola. Uf. Uf, pues por poco, ¿eh? Por poco no ha sido bola eso, ¿eh?
Very high with that one. And it's 1-0.
Venga.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that
Venga, va.
fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball.
A swing and a miss. That
Pues nada.
retires the side.
Si va a tirar a 101 kilómetros por hora todo el rato.
And now the right fielder, Joey
Venga, Brooks, ¿eh?
and a pitch.
Vamos a cerrar esto, perfecto.
0-1.
Vale.
Right side, foul territory. And there's
Bien.
one down. Next is the designated hitter, Jackson Chourio. Just missed.
Bola. Uf. Bien.
Miss. As he was out front that time. One down, base is empty. Hit the air, left field.
Llega Nimo, ¿eh? Llega, perfecto. Vamos. Enorme.
2 away down. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And there's a ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter.
Se le ha salido el bate. Perfecto. Vamos, vamos, estamos cerca ya, ¿eh?
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Elvis Peguero.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a pitch. Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
Esa iba bola.
Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Righty to the plate. Now one close, ruled a ball. Now 1-2. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Taylor now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No puedo, tío, batear, ¿eh?
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck
Nada, tío, no puedo, ¿eh? Es que la tira como muy despacio, pero no.
Benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam
Buena.
that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can
Venga,
miss
primera
the
base.
bat, tell you
Perfecto.
what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Brett Batty batea bastante bien, ¿eh?
Back to the top of the lineup.
Vamos, Lindor.
Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. Big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Safe at second.
Perfecto.
So
Yes.
next for New York.
Un home run, sácala del estadio. Uf.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And a pop
No,
right side,
tío.
foul territory. Drifts towards it.
Nah,
And that's the
qué
third.
pena. Bueno.
We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. The wind of the pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the
Buen
ninth,
swing ese.
that closer's coming in.
That one just misses. 1-2 to count.
Vamos.
For the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third
Bueno, cuidado,
strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's
Perfecto.
got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's in.
That one not
Oof.
close. 2-1. Kicks and deals. Still 2-2
Oof.
after the foul ball. And now the lefty gets a piece
Joder.
and stays alive. The pitch. Left field.
Perfecto.
Nemo has it sized up. And there's
Vamos.
2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. And that drops in for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a
Se van a hacer la
W.
curva, tío.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a
Vamos.
miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Perfecto,
Swing and a
Nemo.
high fly ball to left. Nemo
Vamos.
makes the catch, inning over.
Bueno, último inning, ¿eh? Bueno, no.
Back now,
El 8, ¿no?
the pitcher on
Nosotros.
the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Obi Milner.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever
Vamos, Juan.
from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing
Bah,
teams
tío.
did that to me.
Soto, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a base hit.
Primera base de Juan.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Everything was on time and fluid. in
Primera
that
base de
swing.
Juan.
Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Terang. 1. On to first.
Venga,
double
tío,
play.
¿cómo nos vas a eliminar a
As a
2?
former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an
Joder.
exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Nimmo at the plate with 2 away, swings through
Ese
that.
lanzamiento, o sea, tío, que tienes una Pokéball o qué.
That front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one is lifted in the air.
Bueno, pues defendemos para ganar el partido,
Nice run and grab.
porque luego creo que se puede rechazar, ¿no? Creo que se puede rechazar la última entrada. Y venga, está fresco a la Notavino. Vas a tener tu oportunidad, Rey. Venga.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
El último ing para ti. Bueno, no está mal. Tú de lanzamiento. Venga, va.
And here it comes. That misses the zone. Ball one. Ottavino, a 6'5" righty. He features a sinker, a slurve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a
Ottavino para ganar esto,
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first
out here
in the ninth.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact.
Boots it. Throw to first. Gets it.
Vamos.
Good job to stay with it there for the second out. So it's their last chance in this one. Now at the plate, Reese Hoskins.
Bien. No, Ottavino me gusta ahí el efectito que le metes,
Miss. 2 outs. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And now Joey Weimer. Hit on the ground to the right side.
Otra vez me he confundido, tío.
So first and second with 2 outs. At the plate, Jackson Chourio. And ball one.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Right
Vamos.
for a strike.
Ottavino. Aquí está el partido, Aquí está el partido, Ottavino. Uf. Ottavino. Ottavino, aquí está. Ottavino. Mets win. Vamos. Menos mal. Vamos. Buena, buena. Buena victoria. Menos mal. Buena, buena. Juan Soto, hombre del partido. Bueno, pues empezamos una serie ahora muy difícil, 3 partidos contra estos Tigers. Complicado, ahora. Fíjate. Va a estar difícil. Ahora me la han bloqueado. Antes seguramente me la habrán bloqueado, por eso se ha cortado. Seguramente, vamos. Ahora también me la han bloqueado. Lo estáis viendo, ¿no? O sea, estoy en directo. Me la bloquearían, claro. Movidas de permisos o a saber. Venga. O porque no se puede streamear, o yo qué sé. Vaya tontería, la verdad. Bueno, Luis Severino. Es una tontería, pero bueno.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
Venga, Luis Severino, el pitcher titular.
So just about set now. On the hill here
Hola
today,
chicos,
Luis
hola Arwain.
Severino. Not the best results a year ago, looking for
Venga, Luis
better this
Severino.
season, Chris.
Pues sí, será por eso, porque antes no me dejaba entrar y he visto que ponía que era por permisos o yo qué sé, tío. O vaya gilipollas, porque siempre he streameado al Madden sin problemas y ahora esto. Que me dé problemas esto. Tampoco me ha avisado ningún sitio que me han bloqueado, la transmisión. Bueno, empieza la serie con los Tigers, a ver.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Cashing their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Kicks and fires. The punch out.
Vamos, bien Luis. Sí, he visto el calendario. Nosotros empezaremos 0-5 seguramente. Es un calendario durísimo. Y que estén así tan bien ordenados para que nos ganen, pues bastante mal, la verdad. Y Patriots, pues va a ser un partido interesante. A ver qué tal Brayball. Perfecto, Nimo. Nimo. Eso. Muy bien, pues hemos parado, buena serie defensiva. Kenta Maeda.
What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery.
That one is absolutely belted. And that is gone.
Vamos. La mandamos a Marte.
An absolute smash to left.
La mandamos a Marte. Por Marte.
One swing, one home
Vamos.
run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Brutal, Cómo estamos con los home run,
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Ground ball on the right side. He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Venga, Juan.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
That one fouled off. Swings here and
Cuidado, cuidado, cuidado.
And it is gone. He jacks that one out to left. Second
Si es que voy a Juan Ron por partido con Juan Soto, tío.
It's 2-0.
Qué locura,
So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's
Y para
absolutely
arriba.
punishing mistakes right
Home
now.
run de Juan Soto,
Just an excellent swing all the way
Boom.
around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it
Bueno,
up,
muy bien.
backspin carried it out of here.
Pete Alonso,
Bah.
the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. One down, base is empty. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul.
Moeda me las está dando todas al bate, ¿eh?
And the 0-2. Ground ball left side.
Ah, una pena.
Whips it across, and that takes care of Alonso. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Shot back to the
Venga,
man,
hombre.
and he gloves it.
Vaya
Sends it to
pillada.
first. That's the third out. Inning
Bueno, bien, bien. Se celebra.
2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working.
Marte la mandó a Marte, igual.
All set for the start of the inning. Now,
Kerry Carpenter. No sé quién es mejor, quién es peor, la verdad. En los equipos.
Severino back to work. And a foul ball.
Pero he visto que estos este año van primeros, ¿eh?
He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a two-seamer. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
A cogerla, ¿eh? Vaya error. Bien, Luis.
Colt Heat stands in now and watches strike one.
Bien, Luis.
And a strike in there.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy
Perfecto.
got a good pickoff move.
That one
Genial, Luis.
95 to finish him off.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Vamos.
Spencer Torkelson now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And the righty deals. Missed with a changeup, and the count is filled up.
Vamos.
And there's 2 down.
Uf, hay que salvar esta, ¿eh? Hay que salvar esta segunda base.
And a foul ball left side. 0-1. And that one wrapped foul.
Venga, Luis, hay que salvar esta base, ¿eh? Oh.
The Mets up by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Here's a chopper to short. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. There's a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these
Venga, Luis.
situations. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Vamos, Luis.
Severino. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. Bounce to third. Baden. They get the
Vamos.
third out, and that ends the frame.
Enorme.
Tigers strand a pair.
Uf, hemos salvado los muebles
And
aquí.
welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning.
Vamos,
Francisco
Francisco.
Lindor comes up to the plate. A wind and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He
Muy
just guessed
alta.
wrong.
Flying after this one. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Bien,
Center
Francisco.
field. Moving under this one.
Vale, vale, está bien.
Calls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And that one fouled off. Bounced up the middle.
Ah, bien. Primera base.
Hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Everything came together for him, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Vamos, Bretty,
Runner at first with 2
Tengo mucha fe en ti,
away.
tronco.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And that one pulled foul. And strike 2.
Ay. Venga, va.
Maeda moved to first, and he's back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Venga, salvamos primero. Venga, Brett.
2 outs. And
Ah,
a swing and a miss.
fuck.
And that is that.
Vale, está bien.
Mets strand 1. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Jake Rogers. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike. Looks like the weather can actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Akil Baddoo up now for the Tigers. Back up the middle and a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
And downstairs.
1 ball.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And it is 2-1.
2 balls. 1 strike.
And another ball.
Joder.
Strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
¿Dónde vas?
And the right-hander deals.
Vamos. De ibas,
That was a really nice pitch call for that put away
Venga, Luis.
right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Puf esa, Puf esa del strike,
The right fielder, Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's down and in.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
2-1.
Uf. Venga, respiramos hondo.
Trailing by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ah. Volvemos a respirar hondo.
Up the middle. McNeil gets it to first.
Volvemos a salvar una doble. Perfecto, equipo.
One left for Detroit.
Perfecto.
Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Vamos a Starling, He hecho un home run antes, confiamos.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Maeda in his 9th season, 35 years old, and he was born in Japan.
Vale. Llega, ¿no? Bien, Sterling, bien. Vamos, Jeff,
Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And the batter now, Jeff McNeil. Fouled off, he was late.
Era bola, pero bueno, me la he jugado, la verdad.
Runner at first with no outs here. And that one fouled off.
Uf. Era bola esa, tío. Venga, no pasa nada. Confiamos en Juan.
this scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
That one pulled foul. The 0-1. On the ground right side.
No.
The throw to second is offline.
¡Vamos! Doble base enorme. Muchas gracias, chavales. Joder, aquí ha estado buenísima ahí Sterling, rápido, y juegan aquí también. Dios. Vamos. Vamos. Carrera Sterling, Carrera. Vamos, Juan. Vamos a por la carrera, Juan. Qué pena, tío. Qué pena. Juan eliminado en la última. Qué pena, tío. Buen bateo, ¿eh? Pero bueno, por lo menos Sterling ha hecho carrera. Y por muy poco no ha hecho Juan, ¿eh? Venga, Nemo. Tenemos en segunda. Bueno, una pena, pero carrerita, vale, está bien. Cuarto inning, empezamos a calentar a los chavales. Hauser. Y venga, Jorge, también. Lo está haciendo bien Severino, ¿eh? Venga, hombre.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning.
Hemos regalado esa base.
Does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Just missed. The Mets leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. Rips that one center field. He's got it. And now the first baseman, Spencer Tork, runner on the go, pitching for a strike. No throw, safe at second. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. The Tigers trailing by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Vamos, Severino.
In the air right field.
Fuera.
And that drops foul. The pitch.
Oh.
Here as he fouls it away.
Venga, Severino, por favor, ponchea. Oh. Ah, va Severino.
The 1-2.
Vamos.
Severino with another strikeout. Now the left fielder, Mark Canha. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. And another ball.
Bien.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside.
Vamos. Uf, venga, salvamos otra doble, por favor. Venga, Luis. Vamos. Enorme.
Picks up strikeout number 7. Tigers leave 1.
Severino.
They trail it here 3-0.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Back here in Queens, bottom 4. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Momento, voy a ver agua. Venga, es nuestro momento. Buen golpe. Perfecto. Primera base. ¡Oh! Se equivoca.
first and hustling for second.
Se equivoca, segunda base. Buenísima.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing.
Vaya error, chaval.
Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering.
Venga, tío, me ha colado 2 bolas en strikes, tío.
Man at second. Got him.
Venga, Francisco, gracias por participar, hijo.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and
Vamos,
he just couldn't
Tyron.
hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not
Bola.
much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Green on the run. Pulls it in on the run. Out number 2.
¿Por qué no ha corrido, tío?
Brett Beatty. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Miguel Diaz up and throwing. Way out front for strike 2.
The hitter
Venga,
early
Brett.
and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I am taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in
Bola.
the dirt.
That one almost got him.
¡Vamos! Brett Baty. Honran, doble carrera. ¡Vamos! ¿Cómo? Espectacular Brett Baty, ¿eh?
That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the
Increíble.
long ball working for them on autopilot.
Doble carrera, increíble Brett Baty, ¿eh?
Well, he put a really nice swing
Boom.
on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Lo sabías, Maeda, ¿eh? Lo sabías, chico.
So the lineup flips over. Starling Marte.
Pues muy bien.
That one ripped.
Bueno, Marte.
Back there.
Bueno, Marte.
That's not
Bueno, Marte. Bueno, Marte. Bueno, Marte. 2 honrón seguidos, chaval.
Again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on.
Pero qué locura es esta, tío.
That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in
Pero
this
qué locura es
one.
esta.
They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Vamos, chavales.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence
Bueno.
just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout
Pues venga.
now, and it looks like we'll see a
Cambian de
change on the
pitcher.
mound. New pitcher now, Miguel Diaz.
Well, they
Tocayo.
didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Badu sizes this one up. and
Ah, esa la ha cogido, qué pena. Bueno, pues oye, un inning perfecto, ¿eh?
The long ball was working.
Un inning increíble.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. And the right-hander back to work.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset
Buena.
to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
This one
Nimmo.
high in the air to left center. Nimmo has it
Nimmo.
sized up. He's there.
Buena.
He's got it. And there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jake Rogers. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Foul ball.
Vamos.
Two down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Modo in the box again, takes the strike. That's a little bit
qué
low.
pena.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
1 and 2.
2 out, space is empty. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that's ball
No
2.
sé yo,
Liner, base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Severino.
And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1
Modo,
strike.
the lead runner out at second. Urshela at first, 2 out of the inning. And another ball.
Severino, por favor. No la cagues aquí.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Toss to a
Bueno, salvamos otra situación comprometida, La salvamos,
against a 6-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. The pitch. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Right-handed reliever. On the ground.
No, pena.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. There's a swing and a drive. Long run into the gap. But won't make it there after the bad jump.
Primera base, no te líes.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And a foul ball. The Mets up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. And a base hit into
Nos da tiempo,
They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Francisco
Lindor ahora un home run sería.
1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Por lo menos que podamos correr. Uf, esa era bola, tío.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
Vale. Corremos. Llega, carrera. Ya, Francisco, carrera. Buen golpe, macho. Sí, Alonso, ¿no? La carrera puede ser. Uy, aquí el catcher ha estado.
So they're at the corners now. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. This
Bueno,
one in the air
Francisco.
center field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third.
Llegamos, ¿eh?
He's
Y carrera.
sacrifice fly, and it's an 8-run lead.
Muy bien, Francisco.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Diaz. It's over. Lindor back in there. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance.
Nos lo ha regalado un strike.
Such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Uf.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Lindor off of first with 2 away. On the ground to the left.
Bueno, pues acabó el inning.
Zips it across. Inning over.
Perfecto. 8-0, ¿eh?
Runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. All right.
Severino.
Adrian Hauser.
Hauser para
Gets the
adentro.
ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so
Entre muchas comillas, está solucionado ya, así que tú siéntate, Jorge, porque esto ya está solucionado.
he
Creo.
should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Venga, Adrián.
Comes a pitch. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That's towards center.
Taylor.
Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Colt Keith. That one is hammered right field. Soto going back on this one. Pulls it in on the
Cuidado,
warning
eh.
track. Now a chance for Spencer Torkelson. First pitch misses.
Se están bateando todo, Adrián, cuidado.
31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2011. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Right
Vamos.
there, got it. And a
Uf,
nice
respiramos porque ha estado
Bears,
cerca,
he sets him down 1-2-3.
Ha estado
3
cerca.
down for him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Tigers nothing.
Ha estado muy cerca,
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. And a seed into
Me gusta
center,
mucho
that's a
Brett Beatty,
base
eh.
hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride.
Starling Marte hoy ha estado brutal.
Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Starling Marte up to hit. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that one is lifted in the air on the move. 1 down.
Bueno, no está mal, venga.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
1-0.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second.
Perfecto,
Not in
me ha
time.
dado,
He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
An unfortunate pass ball right there. One he's not going to be happy about behind the plate. And with the runner advancing to second, that double.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there.
Home run.
His second of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Bueno, yes.
They're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Espectacular. Impresionante.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up
Impresionante.
to do damage. Even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice
que la ha
piece of hitting
pegado.
there at the plate.
Joey Wentz taking over on the mound.
Now, well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right
Juan
where
Soto,
it
¿no?
is. Seems like a tough task today with the way
¿A la
this
fiesta o
lineup
qué?
is swinging it.
Ah, bueno, primera base.
Through base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th.
Bola.
And a curve misses outside. Tigers bullpen with some action. Tyler Holton appears to be getting loose. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it.
Eso era bola,
Next pitch, you
tío.
can't catch up.
Soto leads off first with 1 away. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Double play.
Ahí está.
And that'll do
Bueno,
for
venga,
you.
bien.
Mets had 2 runs on this blast.
Jeff McNeil.
It's now 10-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. That one fouled off. Right through
Buena.
there for a strike. In the air to left center. Taylor ranging after it. Makes the
Hauser,
grab,
te están
1 away.
pateando todo, tío.
So up next, Andy Ibanez. Ball 1 there. And a foul
Todo,
ball.
macho, venga.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Up the middle. Throws to first in
Bien.
time. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. The Mets up big in this one. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Bien, Adrián. ¡Ay, qué pena!
2 outs.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Vale. Pues Joey Lucchesi, ¿no? Estaba preparado. Y Phil Bickford.
Back here in Queens, set for the last half of the 7th.
Venga,
Now
Nimmo.
the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a high fly
Buen-
ball.
buena, 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 buena.
Green
Buena.
going back and out of here.
Locura, tío. Locura,
He
macho.
flexes his power with that swing. His second
Otra,
of the
tío.
year, and they tack one on the board. It's 11-0.
Qué locura, macho.
First pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right,
Pero que no son
squared it up,
jugadores
and he made
de
it look
90 y
way
pico de
too
media,
easy.
¿eh?
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it during batting
Enorme.
practice. You always like to work on that. And
Pues nada, que cambien otra vez de pitcher, pues ya llevan 7.
just out of his reach.
Oh,
Foul ball there.
madre mía, tú.
Fights it
Ya,
off.
esa era la
He'll see
bola, tío.
another.
Esa era la bola, pero con toda la ansia.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Vale, vale.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. This one in the air. Keith settles under this one. He makes the catch, and there's two down. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Ripped on a line. Baду
bien,
tracks
bien.
it down for the out. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. 8th inning coming up. Your dial. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joey Lucchesi. This is his first appearance of the season.
Otro zurdo. Vale. Me gusta.
And now the center fielder, Akil Baddoo. The lefty fires. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. And there's a ball. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one fouled off.
Ha menos la mitad que en el pasado partido y se han perdido un espectáculo. Vamos, Lucchesi, enorme.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Urshela in now, takes ball one off the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. Nice
Buena.
curveball for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go
Vamos.
after that down and away pitch.
Vamos. No, bola de qué, hombre. Challenge, Arby.
Break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Venga, Lucchesi, Uf. Vamos, Lucchesi.
3-2 on the way. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
¿Vamos a dar todas ahora o qué?
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center.
Vamos.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Pues me ha gustado más Lucchesi que el otro. Ha hecho el swing, Claro, hombre.
And he went around. That's ruled a swing.
Vamos.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if
Va a
you
botar
keep
dentro.
coming with
Uf,
it or if
por
they try to
poco.
speed you up.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And the pitch.
Vamos, Lucchesi.
He did not like the call. Tigers fail to make any noise. And we're back. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft,
Conran en el momento más bueno, ha hecho.
over him since he put on a professional
Brett
uniform,
Beatty.
but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Nada.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Pues será buena,
Swing
Mierda.
and a ball popped up. Ibanez under it. Puts it
Vale,
away
vale.
for the out. So the batting order turns over. Starling Marte will hit next.
Estamos, ¿no? Starling, ¿otro o qué?
And first offering is
Uf.
fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a line drive.
Otro buen bateo de
Base hit up the
Starling
middle.
Marte.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Eso era bola, tío.
Now as he chases after that one.
Eso también, pero como soy idiota.
I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Goes down looking. Man at first. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. That's a base hit.
Llegamos.
Throw in holds the lead
Perfecto.
runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard
Doble
that
base.
time, but all he's doing
Venga,
now is
Pete.
passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now it's going to be Pete Alonso.
Una pena, tío.
And here it comes. Swings and misses. And
Qué
it's
pena.
0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Uf.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. First and second, 2 down. Here's a
¡Vamos!
left field, and
Vamos.
he blew it.
3 carreras.
Pete Alonso takes it deep.
Venga, qué locura.
His first homer of the year. It's 14-0.
Qué locura, chaval. Qué locura. 14-0, ¿eh?
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen.
Pues otro pitcher.
This is his 3rd time out this year. Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one.
Te has salvado la bola, chaval. Para que no te quejes.
Left-hand batter waits. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. The Mets up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front,
La puede liar Francisco, ¿eh?
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Fought off foul. Two outs.
Buen golpe.
Left center for a line drive base hit. And that'll
Mira, lo intentamos, claro.
with 2 away.
Claro que sí, claro que sí. Claro que sí, Mimo, claro que sí.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Una pena que todo es Francisco Álvarez, la verdad.
And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. In the air out to center.
Una pena.
Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. Last chance coming up here for the Tigers.
20 hits, este partido está
And welcome
siendo
back to the ballpark.
una cosa de locos.
Now, Kerry Carpenter. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Luke Casey in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Ball to strike, the pitch. And another ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Book, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Wouldn't you say in today's game of baseball, though, it's changed a little bit? The umpires, even in a blowout, seem to be more cognizant of the fact that they're being judged, so you don't get as many of those fringy type blowout calls as maybe you did back in the old days when you played.
100%. I mean, the analytics are there, and also
Edwin.
aren't willing to give
Ha quedado otro, ¿no?
back
Okay.
regardless of the score. Ask Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He
Hello.
got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
On the ground, and this should go.
Bueno, yo Luque y Medwin. Victorión, partidazo épico. O sea, épico, épico. Ha sido una locura de partido, con lo que me ha costado ganar antes. Y este que pensaba que iba a ser más difícil, hemos pegado una paliza espectacular, ¿eh? Bueno, empezamos bien la serie que vamos a tener con Detroit. La empezamos bien. Starling 4/5, 2 home run, ¿eh? Qué locura de partido. Qué locura de partido, tío. Pues venga. Continuamos. Jack Flaherty. Ese no estaba en los Dodgers, sí, ¿no? Pues venga, next game, ¿no? José Buto va a ser mi pitcher. Otro partido en casa, hay que ganar, ¿eh?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Juan Soto riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
José Buto.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
He really needs to be able to throw all 3 of his pitches for strikes in this one. Otherwise, these hitters are going to start sitting on pitches. You know, you've got to try to get the swing and miss with the curveball, and you've got to move your pitches around. Don't get too comfortable on one side of the plate unless they're showing that they just can't hit that spot.
Righty delivers. Into the outfield, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel.
On the ground, out to short. Save! He beats the throw to first, and they take the lead. No outs. Runner at first. Here's Riley Green. And that one is inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Alvarez settles under it and makes the catch. One away. Runner on the go. That one ripped.
Te están bateando todas, tío.
Man at first, one away. And ball one.
1-1.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another ball.
Bien.
And a miss struck him out.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Colt Heat at the plate now. That's ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, and he beats it.
¿Qué haces, tío? Me he equivocado, tronco.
And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. That's in there. Strike 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity
Vamos.
for them to really open things up with a couple of
Venga,
runners.
José,
See if they can cash in.
Bounce to the right. McNeil. That
Venga.
ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Bueno, no ha estado mal.
Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound today, a guy.
Pero Jorge López va a calentar.
Who will give them innings. Jack Flaherty. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
0-2 is the count.
Got it by him for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
0-1 is
Jeff
the count.
McNeil now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Ground ball right side, and that one handled over to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto down. And a foul ball.
Qué pena.
The wind of the pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Home team down a run here in the second game of the series. High fly ball out to center field. Badu under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here in Queens, here's Mark Canha. The pitch. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll be safe at first. Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers.
That's the ball.
Ball 1 low. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the power hitting catcher, Jake Rogers. And there's a strike. Canha at second. Ibanez at first with no outs.
Bien, venga.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3. strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Padu batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Just missed.
Salvar esto,
In the air
Perfecto.
on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
¿Qué pasa?
The third baseman, number 13, Gio.
So first and second with 2 outs. Gio
Venga, que salvar.
to the plate. That one the other way, and a base hit. And he boots it around third. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 3-0. Now 2 runs score, and it's 4-0. Jorge Lopez will take over here.
Number 52, Jorge.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And
Desastre.
3 runs on 4 hits, no errors.
Desastre.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off.
Joder, 2 bolas, 2 strikes, tío.
Right there. I mean, decided it moved to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Popped up. Ibanez makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Popped up.
Otro pap. Bueno.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. Leading off, Colt Keith. On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. There's
No cambiar de pitcher porque, madre mía, vaya.
a former All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the, now this down the right field line. Fair ball, should be extra bases. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Man on second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next one misses. Ball 3. Man at second. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame.
Hay que empezar a espabilar en ataque.
As we go to the last
Y Francisco
of the third.
Álvarez no es la
Here's the
mejor
catcher for the
solución.
Mets, Francisco Alvarez. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Gets under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now, Tyrone Taylor. Swinging a foul back. That's
Hay que anotar ya, tío.
And the 0-1.
Otra igual. Otra igual. Venga, Brett.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
And that one hammered.
Vamos.
That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his
Venga, venga.
Right with a double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a bet. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Torkelson. Marte retired. And
qué pena.
back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jake Rogers.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Back to the top of the lineup. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Akil Baddoo. Nimmo brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's Gio Urshela. 1 for 2. On the inside corner for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty.
1 ball.
And that skips into dirt.
Oh. Joder.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
0-2 now.
Ha hecho el swing fuera. Fuera, hombre.
Not an easy call there, but that back. Here at Citi Field, and now here's Jeff McNeil. A wind and a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's
Y la coge, tío. Wow, qué rabia.
He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Chases that one upstairs.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Phil Bickford.
Bueno,
And here is Kerry Carpenter.
pues este pinta mal ya. Este partido lo vamos a perder, pero bueno, hemos empezado muy bien, ¿eh? Ha habido un momento terrible ahí y se nos ha ido el partido. Una pena, la verdad, que por un inning malo se nos vaya el partido.
an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And a pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And another ball.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter.
Muy bien, Big Four, eh?
I'm retired.
0-2 the count.
2 down, nobody on. That's a base hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Green puts it away, and there's 1 down. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Lindor jumps out of the way of ball 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by
Joder, tronco, de verdad,
a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over.
Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain.
Nos está volviendo locos, pero no queremos que se lesione nadie.
It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Tigers leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And he deals. This one popped up right side. Torkelson under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here in Queens, here's the shortstop at the plate. Andy Ibanez. Right through there for a strike. Ibanez, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
Una pena, tío, porque ha sido un inning malo, que se nos va el partido,
Getting ready to hit. Line drive and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite.
It's off his shoulder, eats him up. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in, and that's a double.
In there. Hey.
¿Qué ha hecho, tío?
Good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty.
Lifted in the air, right field. Soto makes the play. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and the lead is up to 5. Riley Green, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs with a runner at third.
No se pueden ganar todos los partidos. Este lo perdemos, pero bueno, seguimos cogiendo confianza, ¿eh?
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. The pitch. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Starling Marte. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying.
Nada. Se celebra, pues un home run, pero no sirve de nada.
He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-1. Siggy, that's his 150th career home run.
Por lo menos nos quedamos a 0, que es lo importante.
150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, that's a lot of try.
Por lo menos nos quedamos a 0, que es lo importante.
Requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
That one lifted to left. Canna hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And there's a foul ball.
Ah.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Look out!
Venga, base por bolas. Vaya hostia,
And he hit him. Here's Pete Alonso.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
2 outs. In the air, out towards left center. Settles under it. Corrals it. And that will end the inning. But
Una
not
pena.
before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 5-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little
Dios, estoy harto de Yabatén, ¿eh?
That was smoke through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's the second baseman, Cole. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound.
Number 0, Adam.
That one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. To third, might be 2. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Now batting.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Carpenter leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Vamos. Bien.
Had him way out front of the slur.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Mark Canna.
Mark Canna.
And that's down and away. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
In the dirt.
1 ball.
And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Righty to the plate. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th. Here's the left field.
Jugaremos el siguiente de la serie, que es el último de estos 3 que hay. Y ya seguiremos mañana.
calls it in, and there's one away.
El anterior lo hemos ganado 14-0, o sea,
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Shortstop.
no se puede ganar todo.
Lindor.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. There's a strike.
Strike, en serio.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Flaherty checks over to first, and he's back. Here's the 0-2. Chop to the left side. Urshela tosses across to first. That's the second out. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop. To first. Nicely done.
Venga, tío, se va a tirar y no vas a llegar, tío. A la base.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Andy Ibanez. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing. No appeal. And it's 2-1. Big swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Nice grab. On the money. Nice play. And now it's going to be Jake Rogers. Ground ball Alonso. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Akil Baddoo digs in now. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Urshela steps in. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Up the middle, McNeil. And they put the tag on him for the out. Back here in Queens, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Baddoo sizes this one up. Makes the catch, and there's
Estamos teniendo mala suerte.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that ball is gone.
Segundo home run de Starling Marte en este partido.
That's his 4th home run of the series. And they close the gap. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. One down, base is empty. And he swings through that one. Action in the pen down there. Jason Foley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton, the lefty, warming up as well. Going 2 now. To the right side.
Qué
Steps
pena,
on
tío.
first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch. New pitcher for the Tigers, Jason Foley.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. Swings through that one for strike one. Worm burner into
Buena,
the
buena.
outfield for a knock. Hannah whips it back in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is
Pues un
going to be the
jonrón y
one that they
empatamos.
start the comeback.
No va a pasar, pero...
They came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
They take the force out in
Qué
an
pena,
over.
tío. Pues ha sido nuestra oportunidad, ¿eh? Lo hemos tenido. Una pena. Esa ha sido nuestra oportunidad.
He handles it himself. Now one gone in the ninth. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Colt P. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fouled off to the right.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
And takes low for ball 1. That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Caught him looking for the K.
Bueno, pues tenemos que hacer 3 carreras.
So they make short work of him there.
Prácticamente imposible.
We're back. Last chance for the home team. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. The pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. And they get the out after.
Qué mala suerte, tío. Qué mala suerte.
He's 2 outs away. So up next for New York, Francisco
Se le tiene que dar en toda la mocha, tío.
swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Foley, a righty that throws with power. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck
Pues se acabó.
Well, that pitch wasn't
Se
even
acabó.
close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Taylor at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Line drive, base hit.
That's tremendous fight.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Shelby Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high.
Yo, será buena esa, para reventarla.
Swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
One strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And
Bueno,
that'll do it.
no ha estado mal el partido. Un inning horrible en la primera. En la primera creo que ha sido, nos ha condenado todo el partido, la verdad. Hemos ido por detrás. Ese 4-0 nos ha jodido mucho. Luego no hemos podido levantarlo. Hemos mejorado, pero ha sido muy muy duro el primer inning. La verdad es que José Buto ha sido ese 3-0 del segundo inning, es lo que nos ha reventado. Venga, último partido del directo. Vamos con el último partido de esta serie. Y venga, vamos a por ello. Vamos a ver si podemos ganar. No se puede ganar siempre, es imposible. Son 160 y pico partidos, ¿eh? Venga, volvemos con Kondai Senga. Habla de la importancia de nuestro coach, que pone al pitcher titular, así que hay que ganar, y más en casa, no paramos de jugar en casa. Venga, va. Hay que ganar este, ¿eh? 2 derrotas consecutivas no estaría bien.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the New York Mets. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important the series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for.
Fíjate, el primer 14-0 y después 5-2,
so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this
Qué
one started
contrariedad.
after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Kodai Senga. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Venga, bien. Concentrados a por ello.
Pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters. It's extremely impressive, and you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Lindor on to first. 1 up, 1 down. To third.
Cuando quieras, ¿eh?
Beatty to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. That one ripped.
En serio, tío.
Gone. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early.
And down on strikes.
Bueno, pues ese home run de gratis que nos han hecho, la
But
verdad.
they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League. Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound now, Tarek Skubal.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Line drive.
Y la
Pulls it
coge,
in, and there's
tío.
one away. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The second baseman.
Bounce to the right side.
También la va a coger, tronco. ¿Qué pasa?
Takes it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Juan Soto at the
Venga,
plate
regalo.
now as he chases after that one.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Flails
Vaya
it,
in de
it's a
mierda,
strikeout.
tronco.
Top of the second, and now the rookie second baseman, Colt Heath. Just missed. Senga, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a forkball, a cutter, a slider, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And another ball. Out towards left center. Taylor coming on. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Mark Canha. Line drive. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fly ball down the line. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. The batter now, Javier Baez. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Ibanez off of first with 2 away. That one finds the zone. And that is strike two. And they'll do it again.
Joder.
And that's outside. 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Throws to first.
Venga.
And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Turned on, but foul wide of third. The pitch. This to center field. Modo drifts towards it. Makes the grab, one down. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swings and misses. Kelly to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Here's Brandon Nimmo with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. Foul ball there.
Venga, va.
2 down, nobody on. Right side.
Yeah.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. And here it comes. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
A ver si se la va a comer el engaño.
Pitch. This one in the air, right field. Soto gets under it, and it's caught for the out. So the batting order turns over. And now here is Akil Baddoo.
Bola, tío, en serio.
Pitch just misses. Baddoo goes 6'1", 25 years old, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center.
Bien.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Urshela in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a strike. 0-2 now. This one high in the air to left center. Sizing this one up. He makes the grab.
Bien.
That's the 3rd out. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. That's to 3rd.
Terrible.
Fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
Venga, Brett, por favor. Buen bateo por fin. ¿Intentamos segunda o qué? Venga, lo intentamos. Venga, va. Perfecto. Perfecto, Brett. Siempre respondiendo Brett Baty, tío. Esta ring ahora sería muy buen momento para repetir home run, ¿eh? Pero no. Ah, qué rabia,
Back
macho.
here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Riley
Este
Green.
que ha hecho un home run.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. And that's in the dirt. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. And now
runner on the go. And he handles it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Popped up. Alvarez in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. Now the left fielder.
Que vayan calentando los chavales.
Arcana. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Got him.
Bien.
And that's a strikeout.
Venga, va.
Tigers lead 1. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Baez fires over to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Right side. Green sizes this one up.
Se va a quedar corta, tío. Qué rabia, macho.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And now the lefty stays alive. The lefty fires. Hard ground ball, base now. Keeps the inning alive, and now Francisco Lindor to the plate. Francisco Lindor
Venga, por favor,
comes up to the
Francisco.
plate. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Sácala del estadio, tío. Joder. Sácala del estadio,
Tying
Francisco.
run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to
Home
speed
run,
him
por
up.
favor.
Gotta stay back. Off speed's probably
Hola.
Not even close there, and it's 2-2. Kicks and fires. And that one lifted in the air center field. Badu should have this one.
Qué poquito ha
And makes
faltado.
the grab. And that is
Ay, Dios.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andy Ibanez.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one fouled
Qué poquito está
off.
faltando, eh.
The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Got him looking. And one gone.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter.
Qué poquito nos está faltando.
All day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Soto going after it. Snags it for
Venga,
the
va.
second out.
En ataque tenemos que dar un poco más,
Carson Kelly. Fastball for a
Bien.
strike. 0-1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the third and final game of the series. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Bien.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Venga, va. Vamos, vamos.
Down in order go the Tigers.
Hay que anotar ya, chavales.
Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled
No,
off.
tío.
Left-hand batter waits. Hits
Ah,
and misses. It's a
hombre.
strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And he deals. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Venga, hombre, tío. Me jodas.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Fielding for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground. And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. Now at the plate, Akil Baddoo. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. Now 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
1-2. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Gio Urshela to the plate. There goes the runner. Cut on and missed.
No ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And a pitch. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much.
No, hombre.
Focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
No outs. Runner on second. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Out to short. On the run, sent it over to first.
He's out.
And they got him. Now here is Kerry Carpenter. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Baddoo at second with 2 down.
Si estuviéramos mejor en ataque, tío, este partido lo podemos haber ganado, ¿eh?
Close but called a ball.
¿Cómo que call de ball? ¿Qué dices?
2-2.
This one in the dirt.
¿Qué dices, call de ball?
2-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Got him. Picks up strike
Otra
out
oportunidad que
number 7.
tenemos. Venga.
Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's under it. Makes the catch for the out. Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a
Dos
ball
pelotas
lifted
iguales,
to
tío.
center field. They got it for out number 2.
Dos pelotas iguales,
Jeff
tronco.
McNeil now at the plate. Hit
Y
in the air,
tercera,
center field.
3 iguales.
Modo settles underneath it.
Puede ser,
Pulls it
tronco.
in to end
No
the
puede
inning.
ser, tío.
Top of inning number 7. Now
No puede ser, colega, de verdad.
Brooks Raley on to pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a pitch. Got it swinging. And one out now.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Bien.
The line to kick the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And Javier
La
Baez
última,
with a
tío.
chance to make
En
an
la
impact
última,
with 2
siempre
away.
igual.
Just kept it simple.
Los míos no van a las manos, ¿sabes? Los suyos van a...
Took it back where it
ahí al
came
medio del
from.
campo.
There's just no one there to knock it down.
Baez in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's
Venga,
got to
Juan.
get a better pitch
Bien.
to hit.
No trouble here.
Pues venga, otra oportunidad.
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the
Otra
inning.
oportunidad que
Here's Juan
tenemos.
Soto. And that one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count.
Se nos va el partido.
But you got to take what he's offering that day.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Alex Lang getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Miller getting loose as well.
Si los bates van a ser igual todo el rato.
Soto. And there's one away. Pete Alonso, the next to hit. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle. Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing some
Oh, muy bien,
high
Peter,
cheese for
muy bien.
strike 3.
Venga, gracias por participar.
Pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Green settles under it.
Yo estoy harto de los golpes así, tío. Estoy harto, macho.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Carson Kelly. And the first offering is not close. In there at the knees. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
One down, base is empty. Chopper right side. Alonso. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Gio Urshela. In the air, left side.
Fuera.
And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. Struck him out looking. A double in the inning, but
Another opportunity.
back here in Queens, bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting loose out there. Miller also throwing. Base hit into the outfield. And that puts the tying run on base.
Venga.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Swing and a
Eso es
miss,
bola.
and he was fooled.
Coño.
Base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Y eso también, y que hago strike, tío. Es que
One
soy
gone to
idiota,
the
tío.
bottom of the 8th.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there.
Oh, Francisco Álvarez.
That's a
Yeah.
tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in.
Vamos, buena pelota. Vamos, 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 vamos. Paramos, 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 paramos. Venga. Bien, Francisco, bien. Brett, ahora sí te necesito. Uf.
Sliced hard but foul.
Brett, te necesito ahora bien,
Swings and misses.
Brett.
And it's 0-2.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
In the air, right field.
Yes, vamos. Vamos, 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 vamos. Vamos, vamos. Vamos, Brett. No más te necesito, vamos. Coño. Vamos. Vamos.
And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitch. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Andrew Chafin.
And never an
Vamos,
easy
Starvin,
situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with.
Segunda y tercera,
Doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Marte can't hold up, and that's a
Es
strike.
nuestro momento.
Popped up.
No.
Ibanez settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right
Venga, va,
there.
Es una oportunidad tremenda, va.
Missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
McNeil goes after that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one
Buena.
is lifted in the air.
Vamos.
Hauls it in after a long
Vaya
run.
oportunidad hemos
That
perdido,
is
tú.
the inning. One for the Mets here on the
Pero bueno, por lo
RBI.
menos hemos empatado, Qué oportunidad, tío.
We go to the Here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry
Aquí está el partido, ¿eh?
Rayleigh back to work. There's a
Bien.
strike. Now
Bien.
check swing, but he
Ha sido
held
sin.
up. Here's a 1-1. This to third, Baden. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Colt Heat digs in now.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
Taylor, tranquilo.
Taylor moving under
Tranquilo,
it.
Taylor.
Drops into
Perfect.
the glove. And there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Mark Cannon. And that one is inside ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
All tied up. Here at the
Momento
top of the
importante. Momento importantísimo, va. Brooks, confío en ti. Vamos.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Orme.
Nothing doing for the offense that
Vamos.
time. Heart of the order. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth.
Vamos, Juan.
Will Vest. He's
Reviéntala.
making his 4th appearance of the season.
Es tu momento.
And the pitch.
Es tu momento, Juan. Es tu momento, Juan Soto, for the win. Coño. Oh. Otra vez. Vamos, joder. Vamos, joder. Coño. Vamos. Vamos. Pues hemos estado ahí aguantando, bien picheado todo el partido 1-0, y hemos conseguido la victoria. Buenísimo. Puh. For the win. Juan Soto for the win otra vez. Increíble este partido, emocionantísimo. Pero claro, decide quien decide, claro. Uf, qué victoria más currada, Qué bien hemos picheado, chaval.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
Buenísima.
I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Uf, lo que ha costado esta, Pero al final ha decidido el bueno de Juan, Ha estado como 5 o 6 innings a 0, aguantando, hasta que Brett Beatty ha sido clave, Brett Beatty nos ha puesto en el partido. Este bate ha sido clave, tío. Y finalmente el home run de Juan Soto. Brett Beatty, player of the game. Estoy de acuerdo. Estoy de acuerdo. Fíjate, luego hemos estado 9 innings, prácticamente 8 innings sin conceder nada, tío. Pues nada, para mañana viernes, pues la serie de Cincinnati, ¿no? Cincinnati Reds. Eso es. La vamos a hacer entera, ¿vale, chavales? Gracias por haber estado ahí. Suscribiros, que es gratis. Y nos vemos en el próximo directo. Mañana, Recordar, mañana jugamos toda la serie que toca con Cincinnati. Que son 3 partidillos. Venga, chavales. Nos vemos. Chao, chao.